Look at all this junk you've dragged back for me. This, and this too. Oh, come on. Are you giving me the cold shoulder now? Huh?
Breaking news. Recent archaeological discoveries might prove the existence of the Valdor dynasty. This phoenix crown and embroidered cape is an invaluable treasure. What kind of story does it hold, and who does it belong to?
The news channels are still so old-fashioned, boring. I'd rather be watching videos of hot guys. You already finished eating? Didn't I just pour it for you?
If it weren't for these people slowing us down, with the fighting strength of our whole army, we would have broken out of the siege long ago. Why are we stuck like this?
Keep your voice down. The general cares deeply for the people. He can't bear to abandon them. It's just that our rations are almost gone, and there's no water to be found in this desert. I don't know how long our soldiers can last. O gods, have mercy on us. I am of the Hall lineage. Leo, the land lacks food, and the Nymea have breached our defenses. We kneel today not for personal gain, but to plead for all people under heaven for the peace of our borders. May the heavens grant us rain to quench the thirst of this land, and may you grant me a sharp sword to sever the threat of the Nymea. I don't know how to repay you, but I vow to serve you all my life.
We pledge the same. We pledge the same. We pledge the same.
Thou.
A miracle! It really is a miracle! It really is a miracle! A miracle! Quickly, quickly! Hurry, it's a miracle! Hurry up!
General, what do you think?
This substance is hard, deep brown in color, and it has textures and small holes. What exactly is this? It seems to have a fragrance. Could it be? Food granted by the gods?
Hold on, General. Although this object is divine, its properties are unknown. Your safety is tied to the fate of 200,000 civilians and 30,000 soldiers. How can you risk it? My life is insignificant. Furthermore, if this divine gift really is edible, it's a blessing even the Emperor himself doesn't possess.
Gone.
Could this not be a blessing, but divine retribution?
Well?
General, it has salt inside, and it smells good. It's incredibly delicious. This taste is unmatched on Earth.
Is that true? Quickly, distribute it to them.
General, this is a gift bestowed upon you, for you alone to enjoy. How dare we consume it? You haven't eaten in several days. You must eat it yourself and lead us out of this difficult situation.
Absurd. How could I ever give in to personal greed?
Why is this pot so strange? I dumped the whole bag in, and it's still not full. I want to see just how much you can hold. This basin is too strange. No matter how much I pour in, it never fills up. This is completely baffling.
Heaven bless Velder. Heaven bless my whole army.
General, you are a person of destiny. All these difficulties will surely be easily resolved. This bit of food is just a drop in the bucket. How about you try again and pray to the divine spirits to ask for some more food?
Impudence. This is already a blessing for us. How can we be so greedy?
The general is right. However, this only solves the immediate problem.
Food is one thing, but what we need most right now is water. If we had water, we could boil some grass roots and tree bark to fill our stomachs.
Enough. We thank God for this food, for his bounty is as boundless as the heavens. I should be eternally grateful, not dare to have another wish. But 100,000 citizens in the army have followed me here. I am willing to pledge my remaining life, begging the heavens to grant us more grace. I will not marry and will serve you for the rest of my days. The heavens and earth will bear witness.
If the dog food can't fill it, what about water? Seriously, it can hold so much dog food, and it can hold so much water. What in the world is this thing? You can hold things, huh? Then let's see how much you can hold. I have a feeling this basin is kind of strange. Forget it.
Water! Water is coming out!
Quickly, collect the water. General, you have been kneeling for several hours now. Even the gods themselves must have recognized your sincerity by now.
If it can save these people, what does kneeling for a few hours matter? Even if I have to kneel for days. For months or years, even if I kneel until I die, it would be worth it. I only ask that heaven have mercy and protect these soldiers and common folk, then victory will be achieved. I can wait longer. Wait for reinforcements.
General, when we were desperately defending Kashin, the grain supplies never arrived. Now Kashin has fallen, and we have not received a single reinforcement. I think that wretched emperor is clearly fearful of our whole army, and wants us all to perish.
General, I have calculated that this blessed water is not much, but it should be enough for the troops and civilians for several days. However, if it is only supplied to the army, it could last for 1 month.
Silence. How can something bestowed by the heavens be casually distributed by the likes of you?
General, the soldiers cannot hold out any longer. Food and water have been cut off for several days, and we must constantly guard against Nemea. If the soldiers cannot be sustained once the invaders arrive.
Insolent. Have you forgotten the rules of the whole army? Without the support of the people, how could 300,000 Nemea soldiers have been defeated by just the 30,000 of us? And how could we have recovered Kashin? We will speak no more of this matter. Max,
Yes, sir.
give the order. Distribute the water supply. Every household should receive some.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Try to divide it into smaller portions, so it lasts a few more days.
Yes, sir.
General, what about the food supplies?
Fetch the leather armor from the army stores. Mix it with some grass and twigs, along with the divine gifts. Get water and boil the armor.
General, we absolutely must not. To ensure rapid travel, our army only carried leather armor. If we boil the armor for food, what will the army use to defend itself if the Nemea launch an attack?
The war horses have all been slaughtered. If we don't boil the armor, in less than 3 days, countless will be starving. If all the soldiers and citizens perish then, what good will keeping this armor do?
Yes, sir. I will go handle it.
I've been collecting for hours, and it's still not full. Could it be that this basin ate it all? I don't know the origin of this basin. Could it be there's something spooky in here? A treasure basin that doesn't collect treasure. Now it's spitting out black smoke? Are you trying to trick me again? I'm so angry. You think I can't handle a broken bowl like you?
Intruder.
Am I seeing things? It's bone. And there's still meat on it.
Seeing things? This is a gift bestowed by the gods. It clearly shows that the gods have taken pity on our Veldor, pity on the general, and pity on our troops and people.
Don't just stand there. There's more.
It's just a shame there isn't much, but we have water. The bones can be boiled for soup, and the marrow can fill our stomachs.
Meat. It's meat. I can't believe we get to eat meat before we die.
This is truly a gift from the heavens.
General, this iron lump.
What is this thing? Here. It seems there is something else. I will personally write the prayer for this offering.
Ugh, I'm so mad. What is this stuff? Blood?
Gods above, I, Leo, as Grand Marshal of Veldor, have been graced by your divine favor, and should not ask for more. However, due to the severe drought, countless soldiers and citizens starve to death. Mothers are cutting their wrists to feed their infants. Civilians are driven to an extreme method. I'm completely helpless. I can only pray to the gods to help us survive this disaster. I am willing to sacrifice my life to serve by your side forever. The 13th year of Veldor Dynasty, Leo respectfully offers this in Cashin.
Veldor, Nymea, what dynasties are these? Grand Marshal? Heh. I'm the Queen of England. Still trying to fool me? So, those pieces of trash weren't brought back by that stupid dog? You threw them all out yourself? Fine, if you dare to throw out that trash again, I'll throw you out first. Wait a minute. What if what was written is actually true? I might as well make the best of it. Mom and Dad bought these things when they were still here. Who knows how long this stuff has been sitting here? It's a good time to get rid of all of it.
I have never seen such refined flour. And this uniquely flavored preserved vegetable, perhaps only. The gods are worthy of enjoying these foods.
A gift from the gods is naturally divine.
It's just, we don't have very much. Perhaps we should pray one more time.
The deities bestowed these delicacies upon us, which is already a mighty blessing. How dare we ask for more? Now we must serve the deities with sincere hearts and precious offerings, to the best of our ability, and await their will.
Could it be that the deities are displeased with our offerings?
Don't talk nonsense. Why would the deities care about such things? As long as we are pious in our hearts, the deities will surely respond.
I'm exhausted. Finally clearing all this inventory. Who is it? Why are you here?
Get out of the way.
The company my dad left me has already been carved up by you all. What more do you want?
Claire, we're here to collect a debt this time.
Collect a debt?
Before your father passed away, he borrowed $10 million from us.
My dad borrowed money from you? After our family made its fortune? How many benefits did you profit from us? The money you borrowed from my dad is surely more than $10 million, right?
Is that so? Why don't I remember? You need evidence to back up your claims. Where is the IOU?
Why are we wasting time with this little brat? You still think you're a rich lady? Come on. Take a look. With compound interest added on, the total debt amounts to $30 million. We'll take a loss. You can. Just use this old house to pay off the debt.
Well, you're my niece. I won't treat you unfairly. If you sell the house, you'll have nowhere to go. So we bought you a big apartment in the city, over 100 square meters. All you have to do is agree to marry my nephew.
Dream on. It's just about paying back the money, isn't it? I will pay.
Oh, really? You're quite gutsy, aren't you? Haha, fine. If you can't pay within 3 days, then get lost.
Fine. But for now, all of you, get out of here.
You? All right, just 3 days.
It really is Dad's handwriting, but it's only $10 million. Why would he delay paying it back for so long? This courtyard house is the only inheritance my parents left me. I couldn't save the company before. And now even the house too. What should I do? Gold? Instead of trash, it's spitting out gold now? It really is a magic treasure bowl. What is this? It still feels warm to the touch. This carved dragon looks so lifelike. The layers are distinct. My parents truly left me a treasure. Truly a family heirloom treasure bowl. So this treasure bowl eats up the things I throw into it and then spits out these weird items? Does that mean there's someone on the other side? Did they get the food I threw into the bowl? And then send these gold ingots and white jade over here to thank me? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Can you hear me? I don't care if you're even human. Listen, stop sending this garbage over here. Do you have any idea how annoying it is for me to clean up these bloody scraps and broken capes? Ignoring me, huh? Well, tomorrow I'm going to sell off all your junk. Don't say I didn't warn you. Richard.
Hey, Claire, welcome. Please have a seat. What did you bring here? Don't tell me this is all pure gold.
I don't know if it's gold or not. I found it at home. Richard, could you take a look for me? How much is this worth?
There's a lot here. Let me see. It is real, but the purity isn't high enough, so it'll be lower than the market price.
Don't try to lowball me, Richard. I happen to know that the price of gold has risen lately. You can't shortchange me.
The weight isn't right. It's mixed with brass. But since there's so much, it should be worth about $33 million.
That's still a good amount. Oh, right, Richard. Do you know about jade?
Ha 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 ha. You underestimate me. Karth Pavilion doesn't just deal in gold jewelry. We're good at everything. From antique calligraphy to precious jade and jewelry. Why, do you have something else good? Bring it out quickly. Let me take a look.
Richard, take a look at this.
Oh,
Richard, is there something wrong with this jade?
not only is it fine, but it's also incredibly rare. The Velder era, bestowed by the Emperor upon Leo. The young general of Veldor, Leo Hall, courtesy named Sean, was granted the coiled dragon jade and passed away at the age of 21 in Northland.
Halsey, Anne.
Veldor. It is actually that dynasty. Claire, you've struck it rich. The value of this jade is far beyond your imagination.
Is this jade very valuable?
Valuable. If this isn't valuable, then nothing in the world is valuable. The Velder kingdom only lasted 60 years. It was just a flash in the pan of history, and it wasn't even recorded in official history. It is only mentioned in unofficial histories. Ancient artifacts related to Velder are extremely rare now. This piece of jade is truly one of a kind.
Only lasted 60 years?
You wouldn't know this, but besides its rarity, it's also related to the material of this white jade. This is a specialty from Kashan and Velder Kingdom. For some unknown reason, since the fall of the Velder, this white jade from Kashan has been stained with a layer of blood red. But it's fine. This treasure of yours is worth at least
$5 million?
No, $500 million. The reason for its high value is actually connected to this character, Leo.
Why is that?
Gifted by the Emperor to Leo. This belonged to the legendary general of Veldor, the Grand Marshal, Leo. You might not know his legend. He isn't even recorded in official history, but the common folk are full of his tales. Claire, if you want to sell this jade pendant, I suggest you attend the Crestview auction. 3 days from now, wealthy people from all over will gather there, and you might get an even higher price.
In the 13th year of Velder, drought plagued the northwest. The Nymea barbarians seized the opportunity to attack Kashan. The Hall army fought desperately, holding out for several months. But because of running out of water and food, the Hall army had to abandon Kashan, fleeing with the common people and turning to guerrilla warfare against the Nymea to resist their invasion. Of the 100,000 Hall army, only 30,000 remained in the fighting. The 13th year of Veldor. And the characters on that bloody cloth.
The 13th year of Veldor dynasty. Leo respectfully offers this in Kashan.
Could it be? Honey, you're back. You brought so much more. These must all be antiques, right?
Lumen Bank received $33 million.
$33 million. Plus that white jade piece. Richard said that jade is worth $500 million. Even in ancient times, these things and that coiled dragon white jade must have been extremely valuable. Could it be? that you are the young general from Veldor, Leo. Veldor really did exist. It's just that it fell too quickly. So there aren't many historical records, most of. The information is in unofficial histories. But what about this Leo? Why is there so little information about him? If Veldor was destroyed, what about him? What happened to him? The Emperor issued an order to burn and destroy all records related to the Hall army and Leo. No wonder. Records of Leo are so scarce. In the 13th year of Veldor, Leo led the people retreating into Kashin Valley. 30,000 Hall soldiers used their very bodies to hold back the Nymea's invasion. However, the invaders used vicious schemes, coupled with corrupt officials dominating the court and an incompetent emperor. They watched the Hall army perish entirely. Perished entirely. Perished. They all died out.
General, something terrible has happened?
Hello, is anyone there? Can you hear me? Hello? Quickly tell me, is your country called Veldor? Is the fellow called Leo, the Grand Marshal of your Veldor? Leo, Sean. What should I do? What should I do? No, I can't just sit here waiting for news from them. Since you've given me so much, I must be able to do something for you all, perhaps. This might change your fate, and more of you will be able to survive. This should be enough.
You spent $18 million. The card balance is $17 million.
That's not right. The letter written in blood said that the common people were driven to extreme measures by starvation. By the time these supplies arrive, will many more people die on Leo's side? Will he even last until then? Oh, no. Hello. These, and those. I'll take them all.
You want all of this?
I
thought you were going to buy out the entire store. You scared me.
Not just these, but all the inventory in your supermarket. I want it all.
Huh?
General, we have a serious problem. General, the common folk are starting to riot.
Let's go and take a look.
Yes.
Let us in. Let us in. Let us in.
Get inside.
What's going on? Why are the people suddenly rioting? Is someone inciting them? If a revolt truly begins, how can our Hall army, with less than 30,000 troops, put down these people?
Let us through.
Let us pass.
Guys, that vicious ruler of Veldor tricked us into coming here. He claimed we'd get food once we arrived. We've been starving the whole way. Is there food here?
No.
These soldier lackeys must be just as worthless as that lousy emperor. None of them are any good.
That's right.
Exactly. There must be grain in this camp. These soldiers are definitely hiding the food here.
Yes.
Guys, let's take it from them. Let's at least die with a full belly.
Charge.
Raid them.
Charge.
General, we haven't had anything to eat for days. Please, General, grant us some grain.
That's right, General. So many people have died on this journey. Please save us, General.
The Emperor drove us away. The vile officials won't let us stay. Even animals can be useful. We are worse off than them.
I can't walk anymore. So be it if I starve.
Aren't we also citizens of Veldor? Why were we abandoned by this foolish emperor and these corrupt officials?
General.
General.
Why do you call? Yourselves abandoned? Even if the Emperor and the court discard you, you still have me, Leo, and you still have the Hall army. Furthermore, we have divine help here in Kashin. They will surely protect you. I will never allow you to suffer the pains of hunger again.
If there were really gods, how could there still be such a famine?
General, we've all been deceived all the way here. Why must you deceive us too now?
This concerns the divine. How dare I speak rashly? If you do not believe me, I will make my plea to the gods right here in front of you. Today, Leo brings the people to kneel before the altar, begging the deities to pity the suffering of the villagers and bestow food upon us. Leo, along with the common folk, will devote our lives to serving you.
I knew it was all fake. If there were truly gods, the one who should be punished is that foolish emperor.
Exactly, if there really were gods, why would we be suffering like this? My relatives and friends, my wife and children, I'm the only one left.
Silence. The spirits are watching all living beings. If you show such a lack of sincerity, how can you expect the spirits to look upon you and bestow food?
Understood.
We prayed all night yesterday, but the spirits did not respond again. What if? What if the spirits don't answer us? This time? Behold, all of you, this is the proof of the divine manifestation.
What kind of rice is this? Every grain is plump, crystal clear. I doubt even the old emperor can eat this kind of divine rice.
This rice, it's whiter than my wife.
But there are only a few bags of grain once the officials have had their fill. How could it possibly be our turn?
Do you all know why the divine being did not grant a massive amount of food? It's because you didn't believe Cashin is sheltered by the gods, and you haven't prayed sincerely. Today, I swear before the altar I will not abandon anyone. All the villagers in the stronghold, regardless of status, will have enough porridge and rice to eat. As long as I have food, not a single person will starve. Guards,
we really have rice to eat.
Start the fires.
General, we are struggling to survive ourselves. The commoners are temporarily settled, but in a few days when the food runs out and things spiral again, I'm afraid the consequences will be far more severe.
Look, it feels magical.
It's so cold. Why is it so freezing at the beginning of August?
In this glass jar, are these perhaps fruits? They look so incredibly fresh.
General, do the gods use treasures like this to hold fruit? This glass jar is transparent and flawless, smooth and round to the touch. Even in the capital, you couldn't buy it for 100 pieces of gold.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
General, look, these are dumplings. Normally, we don't even have enough dirt to eat, and now we actually have dumplings. Oh God, your benevolence knows no bounds.
Divine grace, your benevolence knows no bounds.
Your benevolence knows no bounds. It is boundless.
The god's bestowal is finished.
Hey, is anyone there?
General, it sounds like someone is talking inside this basin.
Could it be a deity? Delivering a divine message?
Tell me, is your country called Veldor? And that fellow named Leo? Is he Veldor's Grand Marshal? Leo? Sean?
The other end of the treasure bowl truly is a spirit. Otherwise, how could it? Reveal my identity?
General, are you all right?
You all step back. I must listen to the divine revelation.
Yes, sir. Go, let's go.
I respectfully inform the deity. I am the Grand Marshal of Veldor, Leo, and I am here to receive the oracle. What instructions do you have for me?
General has been kneeling there for quite some time. Hasn't the deity given the oracle yet?
Why can't I hear the divine message? I had my ear practically pressed against it earlier.
General is destined by heaven. How can we compare to him?
I understand. Only General is able to hear the divine message.
Why hasn't there been a response for so long? Did my voice not get through?
I am Veldor's Grand Marshal. I am here to receive the oracle. What instructions do you have for me?
It really works. But why did it take so long to respond?
General, please eat some porridge.
Listening to the divine message requires sincerity. If the deity becomes upset over hasty words, what should I do?
I am not a deity, but I can help you. Leo, you said Veldor is suffering from famine and you lack food and water. You can tell me clearly how much food and water do you need to solve it?
You say you are not a deity? How is that possible? Back then, I begged the Emperor and that treacherous official, yet no one responded to me. If you are not a deity, why would you help those common people and soldiers? If you are not a deity, who is? Reporting to the deity, I have 30,000 soldiers under my command, over 200,000 common folk, totaling more than 300,000 people.
300,000? I have to feed 300,000 people.
I humbly request that the deity grant me 100,000 measures of grain. I am confident that I can save the soldiers and the common folk.
You call me a deity. So why do you lack confidence in me? It's just 300,000 people. The Hall army had to abandon Kashin because their supplies were exhausted. Tonight, millions of pounds of grain will be delivered there. Don't worry. Since I decided to support you, I will also support all these people under your command. Wait a minute. Besides the food, there is one more thing. I need to explain to you in detail.
Quickly, call the soldiers and the people over. The deity has given a directive.
Everyone, why did the general call us here? What is it about?
I heard the deity pities us common folk and is going to bestow a miracle to grant us an endless supply of food.
Is that true? Does that mean we won't have to starve anymore?
That rotten general must be starving mad.
I know that you all do not believe that Kashin is protected by a deity. That is because none of you have witnessed it. Today, I will kneel with you, and together we will beg for the divine favor.
Rather than give you a fish, I'll teach you how to fish. I hope this will help all of you.
Am I seeing things? Where did all this come from?
The gods have manifested.
The gods have manifested.
The gods are merciful. We must erect a sacred tablet and offer incense daily.
Everyone, can you believe now that Kashin is protected by the gods? All this grain is a gift from the heavens.
The gods have answered us.
General,
you all know what this is?
What is this?
What is this thing?
I've been working the fields all my life, but I've never seen this before.
This must be a divine item. Otherwise, the general wouldn't be so serious.
This is a divine gift called sweet potato.
Sweet potato?
What is that?
If you plant this, everyone can survive, and no one will ever starve again.
We won't have to starve anymore.
But there have been droughts for years, let alone summer wheat or autumn millet. Even regular crops struggle to survive.
That's right.
Yes,
This is a gift from the gods, so naturally, it's out of this world. The gods have said that this crop is resilient to drought. It can still grow even in the most desolate places. Most importantly, the yield can reach several thousand pounds per acre.
Several thousand pounds.
Several thousand pounds? How is that even possible?
Ordinary crops only yield a few hundred pounds per acre, and that's already considered a bumper harvest.
this sweet potato can yield 1,000 pounds per acre, and it's so drought resistant.
General, is it true that this sweet potato will survive even during years of drought?
Of course. Furthermore, we can harvest this twice a year. With this food, even if my Veldor has tens of millions of citizens, we can sustain them all.
That's wonderful. We are saved.
The people of our Veldor are saved. This is amazing.
General, the items the deity bestowed this time are abundant, enough to sustain us for about 5 days. If we plant these sweet potatoes, after a few more months, our crisis will be resolved.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
This sweet potato is indeed a divine item. The deity said that besides the fruit, the stems and leaves can all be eaten, and it is extremely drought resistant. Such a crop is truly rare. It could only be a gift from the gods. Oh, right. Have any oracles been given at the altar? What about the offerings for the gods?
General, I have already.
I must go and see for myself. Although they are just worldly possessions, since it concerns the divine, we must be extremely careful.
General, something on your mind.
I was thinking, the deity provides us with life-saving supplies, but besides offering gold, jewels, and silver ornaments, we can't do anything else.
General, the grace of the deity cannot be measured by material wealth. While gold and jewels are valuable, my sincerity is more important. If the deity knows of our piety, they will surely understand.
Yes, we can build a temple for the deity.
General, we don't yet know the deity's image. How about you ask them for a portrait?
Claire, did you add my nephew's contact? Why haven't you accepted?
Why should I accept? To watch him show off his 100 square meter apartment?
Claire, is that how you speak to your aunt? You were clearly raised without proper guidance.
You still remember you're my aunt? Is there any aunt in the world like you? All you think about is taking advantage of me.
Listen here, you have 2 days left. If you can't come up with the money by then, get out of this courtyard house immediately.
Keep dreaming.
General, you truly possess prophetic foresight. You knew that the Naimia would take advantage of the citizens rushing the military camp to launch a night raid.
Something's not right. There are only a few soldiers in this attack. At most, it's meant as a distraction. The Naimia army leader wouldn't be so foolish.
Are you suggesting that the Naimia army leader has a backup plan?
General, bad news. Several corpses of Naimia soldiers have been found in the camp.
Miss Reed, we have moved all the items you purchased to the warehouse as you requested. Please settle the final payment.
Oh, all right.
So you're Claire, right?
Yes.
Not bad. You're quite attractive. You might be worthy of me.
Who are you?
You don't know who I am? I was introduced by George for a blind date. Didn't he tell you?
I'm sorry. I have no intention of dating right now. Please leave. I have things to do.
Hey, do you even know who I am? Oh, I, Jason, the general manager of a subsidiary of the dignified Meridia Group, have taken a liking to you, which is your good fortune. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Don't assume just because you're ugly I won't dare insult you.
Hey, you. Did you hear me clearly when I told you who I am?
So what? You might not be searchable on Bing, but I bet you're all over Yahoo.
Hey, you, an orphan without parents. How dare you talk to me like that?
Miss Reed, please settle the final payment.
What did you buy? Let me tell you, when you marry into my Perry family, you need to learn to be thrifty. I'll pay for this one for you.
Fine, let him pay.
Hello, sir. The total is $8,500,000. How do you want to pay?
All right, 805.
It's $8,500,000.
How much? You bought the supermarket?
You can't even afford this much, yet you think you can take a wife? Stupid dog, show him out.
You dare sick your dog on me?
Leo sent me something again. Just in time. I've run out of the money I got from the gold ingots last time. I guess I'll have to go see Richard again. Perhaps. I can also ask him about Velder and Leo. Richard.
Claire is here. What good stuff do you have this time?
I just find some more treasures my dad hid, so I came to get your expert opinion.
Solid Imperial Jade Green. This is top-tier material. Come, serve tea. You sit and drink your tea first, and I'll take a look.
Richard, do you have any more information about Veldor?
Why, are you interested in Velder?
Yes and no. I just find that general named Leo very intriguing, so I want to find more information about him.
The owner of the shop really likes Velder. These are some books and handwritten copies the owner left here before. They record a lot of information about Veldor and Leo. If you're interested, you can take a look.
Thank you, Richard.
General, have you caught a cold? Your complexion doesn't look right.
I'm fine. How is the settlement of the newly arrived civilians proceeding?
Max is handling all the arrangements. They are basically all set now.
General, this is bad. There's a plague outbreak in the camp.
What? Take me to see it now.
Richard, why is it that much of the information recorded in this ancient text is completely new to me? A lot of it has never even been reported in the news.
Haven't you noticed that these books are manuscripts? My employer said he compiled it all independently based on his knowledge of the historical events from the Velder period, integrating both unofficial histories and official records.
That's incredible. No wonder there's a specialized exhibition and auction dedicated to Veldor.
Exactly. You have no idea. When my boss saw your coiled dragon white jade, he was completely blown away.
It wasn't as dramatic as you make it sound.
I'm not kidding. It truly was. This is the invitation to the exhibition and auction. Keep it safe. And my boss also hopes to meet you personally after the event.
Meet me?
General.
Stay back. Just place the medicinal soup on the table. Have the people infected with the plague multiplied again.
General, according to our statistics, half of the citizens have been infected. However, following your orders, all infected persons have been isolated, but the number is too great. We don't have enough physicians, nor the medicines to save them.
Then go find them. Are we just supposed to let the citizens and the soldiers perish completely?
This Nymea army leader actually used such a cruel scheme, taking advantage of the chaos among the populace. He threw plague-infected bodies into our camp in just a few days. Nearly 100,000 people have been infected.
We still have the gods. We still have the gods. Has the altar received a divine oracle?
I was just about to report to you. Besides the prayers you wrote yourself, during this time, I also had people write prayers, mimicking your handwriting, and put them in the basin.
You are absolutely reckless. Do you realize this is sacrilege? Who am I to merit the gods' constant attention? Do you know what the consequences will be for offending the gods?
General, the gods show mercy to all beings. If I hadn't done this, how would the gods have noticed? If there is divine punishment, I will bear it alone.
The situation is urgent now. I can spare your life. Send someone to prepare my clothes. I must go to the altar myself to beg the gods for forgiveness. Hurry.
General.
I wonder what good things Leo has for me today. I've prepared tens of millions of dollars worth of provisions, so you better shape up and stay alive for me. Clumsy dog. That's strange. Usually when I enter the room, it always jumps on me. Where did it go?
My deity, regarding the 10million matter, they have tossed bodies into our army. Now, several thousand people in the army are showing signs of coughing and fever. My deity, the military physician diagnosed it as a plague. I have ordered the soldiers to take strict precautions, but the effect has been poor. The plague is spreading rapidly. Many soldiers have already contracted the disease. The army is running low on medicine. With nothing to treat the sick, Leo prays that the deity will manifest its power.
Leo? Leo, Sean? The 8th month of the 13th year of Veldor, Leo's army was fighting outside Kashin. However, the wicked 10million people threw plague-infected bodies among the Hall army, causing a rampant outbreak of illness. The Hall army was already short on supplies. Facing this plague, they had no ability to resist. The casualties are severe. They even lost over half of military commanders. How vicious are these 10million people? Leo, hang in there. I will buy the medicine for you right now.
Doctor, how is the general? He has been working tirelessly day and night, and has not eaten for a long time. He contracted the sickness. This plague is virulent. Without proper medicine, if it drags on any longer, I fear his life will be in danger. Go and search for it, all of you.
Yes.
Even if we have to tear the place apart, you must find the herbs to treat this illness.
John.
General.
Don't trouble them anymore. There is no cure for it.
General.
Help me. Go to the altar.
All right.
Leo? Sean?
I'm here. I was trapped by the sickness. When I woke up today, I came immediately to pray to the gods. It was not intentional disrespect, but I truly had no choice. I'll kneel and beg for forgiveness. I know that my time is short. I'm afraid I can't keep all my promises. If the gods blame me, I am willing to bear the burden myself. My life and death carry no importance. I only wish the gods to save the people and soldiers in the valley. If that happens, I will die in peace.
General, are you feeling all right?
Withdraw. This plague is terrifying. I know my time is short. But now, we have a powerful enemy threatening us outside, and a massive epidemic within. Facing such a desperate situation, I beg the gods to grant me guidance.
No. You are not allowed to die.
Did I hallucinate that? I never thought that a dying man would hear the voice of a god.
Did you hear me? You are not allowed to die. I am a goddess. I command you, you will not die. Leo, I am a goddess. It's just a minor plague. If I want to, I can resolve it very easily. Don't worry, I will save your 300,000 people and soldiers, and I will save you too. Have you forgotten? You haven't cleared your name, you haven't recaptured Cashin, or led your people out of this plight. You haven't eradicated the traitors in the court to restore prosperity for the people and bring peace back to Veldor. You haven't led your incredible Hall army to sweep across all the nations to unify Veldor. You haven't yet inaugurated an era of peace and prosperity for the world. There's so much work waiting for you to do. How can you die so easily? Therefore, Leo, you must survive.
I understand. I will not fail the deity. These are fever reducers.
General, with these medicines granted by the gods, we are saved, but what are these blue strips of cloth for?
The deity has not yet given instructions. Could it be that this is also some kind of medicine? Do you know how to open this?
General, why don't you ask the deity again how to use them?
This is paper. Could this be the paper used by the deity? It is so pure white, like snow. There are words on this.
For a deity, a small plague is easily handled. The other medicines will require some more time. These should be enough to hold you over for a while. I just wonder if you can understand the methods written in the book. I'll take these treasures to the Crestview auction and go see what exactly is going on.
General, there's someone on this piece of paper.
This dropped out of the book, the divine being placed it inside. Could this be someone the divine values? Or is she the divine being opposite the treasure bowl?
This looks like a portrait, but who drew this portrait? It's incredibly lifelike, as if the person is sealed within the painting.
The handwriting is elegant, and the strokes are powerful. It's on par with the works of many great calligraphy masters I've seen. Pass down the order. With the divine medicine, we are saved. Quickly, mix these two medicines together and distribute them. Give these to the critically ill patients.
Yes, General.
Wait, I need to draft a military pledge. Everyone, whether soldier or officer, must strictly adhere to the military pledge. There must be no mistakes. Also, John, starting today, you will take over the military camp for me. Anyone who disobeys or resists will be executed.
Understood.
If it is truly the image of a deity, wouldn't keeping it hidden against my chest be disrespectful to the god? I have a feeling that the person in this painting is the divine spirit who protects Cashin and me.
Leo John.
General, outside the valley, the Nymea soldiers are gathering. It seems they are preparing a massive attack.
Worthy of the once-in-a-decade Crestview auction. Look, all these big shots are gathered here. We need to seize this opportunity and network properly.
Exactly. I spent over $10 million on this ancient artifact from the Karth Pavilion branch. Only treasures valued at over $10 million are qualified to enter. This treasure is our entry pass.
Also, I heard that the seller who achieves the highest auction price at this exhibition will even get a chance to meet the mysterious patron.
Ha ha ha.
This must be the place, right?
Oh, isn't this our young lady? What's this? You brought a cheap woven bag with you. Ha ha ha. You're not here picking up trash, are you?
Lillian, my affairs are none of your business.
Claire, don't blame your aunt for speaking so bluntly. We're here this time to network for the company's development. What is a young girl like you doing here? Make sure you don't get scammed.
Me? Get scammed? Besides you people, who would be out to deceive me?
Claire, what is with your attitude? We are your elders. When your father was alive, he always treated us with respect.
Respect? Did you respect me? Did you respect my dad? The moment he passed away, you couldn't wait to divide up his assets. Now you have the nerve to lecture me here.
You brat, don't forget, you still owe me $30 million. Today is the last day. If you don't pay up, get out of that courtyard house.
$30 million? I'll pay it right away.
Oh, you little brat, you don't think you can use this junk to cover the debt, do you?
Stop making a spectacle of yourself here. Go home quickly, gather up your junk, and just beat it.
I'll give you something to look at.
And I thought this was some treasure. Turns out it's just a pile of junk.
You wicked girl, let me show you what a real treasure looks like. Master, could you take a look? How much is this item worth?
This vase is a fine ancient piece. The craftsmanship is exquisite. The colors are vibrant. It is indeed a superior antique.
How much is it worth?
The estimated value is $13 million.
Haha, did you hear that? Now that's value. All your junk combined isn't even worth a fraction of this. Treasured items possess spirit. I specifically placed it in a box crafted from silkwood to lock in that spirit and nurture the treasure.
This one is truly an expert in treasures. The most important thing about antiques is precisely this essence.
If I'm not mistaken, this ancient vase is quite extraordinary. It must have been used by royalty and nobles.
Haha. Did you hear that? Only priceless treasures will have the opportunity to be exhibited in the auction.
Don't embarrass the reeds. Oh no. You're no longer a reed.
Oh, I was originally going to take you to this exhibition auction, but now, since you are so stubborn, there's no need for that. Do you really think your junk can appear in such a reputable place?
I'm here to enlighten you all. True value is not in size, but in substance. Why can't a plain sack hold treasure?
You're punching above your weight.
Master, just take a quick look, please. There are so many people waiting behind us.
This pottery has a simple shape. The glaze is natural. It seems to have a long history. But miss, I cannot determine its dynasty, nor can I estimate its value.
If he can't estimate the value, you can't even get through the door.
You worthless girl, take your sack and go somewhere else to sell junk. You're not welcome here.
If you don't recognize it, fine. I have an invitation letter. Why can't I go in?
Oh, everyone, don't let this brat fool you. The Crestview auction has never issued invitations.
Exactly. You think you can fool us with some scrap of paper? Stop making a scene here.
That's outrageous. I once spent a fortune to request an audience with the pavilion master. To no avail. I could only enter after getting my treasures appraised. How could there be an invitation letter?
I've been working hard in the business world for over 10 years and have attended the Crestview auction several times. I have never heard of any invitation letters.
That's not right. Did Richard give me a fake one?
What? You want to call Mr. Clark? Mr. Clark is the owner of Karth Pavilion. Do you really think you can just call him whenever you want? I see you're losing face. Trying to sneak away, huh?
Mr. Clark! Mr. Clark, you've arrived.
Claire, you made it.
Richard.
Please come inside.
Okay. See? I told you this thing would be useful, didn't I?
Hey, wait. Hold on a minute. There's us too. We're here. We are VIP guests as well.
Claire, do you know them?
No, I don't.
Report?
It's urgent. Soldiers from Soren and Eldoria have simultaneously appeared on both flanks of our camp, joining the Nymea army and marching toward our fortress.
In order to swallow up our Veldor, the Soren and Eldoria nations have completely thrown away all decency. How could they consort with those Nymea barbarians? Fortunately, the divine medicine has had a miraculous effect, and the soldiers are unharmed.
There are no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. This is what the divine taught me. Since they have decided to plot together, we will fight them.
But we are running low on supplies. The soldiers have been cooking their armor. We have nothing left to fight off the enemy.
Our spirit is our weapon, and unity is our strength. Our whole army will fight until only the last man remains. All officers, heed my command.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Follow me into battle.
Understood.
Understood.
Thanks to Mr. Perry. Otherwise, we would have been stopped by that security guard.
That's right. That cruel and heartless girl doesn't even acknowledge her elders anymore.
Exactly.
Hey, Jason, this treasure in your hand looks quite extraordinary.
It is. This is an official Kiln Imperial artifact, something used by the Emperor. I sold off assets and spent over $100 million to get it back from overseas. With this item, we deserve to be seated in VIP. Let's go. Hey, Claire. How did you get in here?
I have no idea what trick this bad girl used to latch onto Mr. Clark of Karth Pavilion.
But I didn't expect her to be dumped so quickly.
There's no place for you here. Get out.
Uncle, you can't say that. It's not that there's no place for her. Come on, sit on my lap.
Are you sure? Fine.
You! What are you doing?
Don't be so ungrateful. Getting in with Mr. Perry is your privilege.
I'm not interested in sitting on a pig's trotters.
Hey, you!
Oops, sorry, my foot slipped.
Claire, do you dare make a scene here at the Crestview auction? It doesn't matter if you offend us, but Jason is acquainted with all the big shots here. If you embarrass him, you're offending the entire elite of Meridia.
Oh.
Claire, apologize to me right now. I'll have a word with the organizers to get you a small stool to sit on here. It will also give you a chance to learn something.
Idiot.
Hey.
Hey, Claire, what are you trying to do? Do you think you belong in the front row? How could she be the special guest? This can't be right.
Mr. Clark, you absolutely must not let her trick you.
Miss Reed is the special guest for this exhibition and auction.
What?
The organizers specifically instructed me to take good care of her. Miss Reed, please have a seat.
Thank you, Richard. Then I won't stand on ceremony.
Sit down.
All right, everyone. The auction is now officially beginning. All participants, please hand your treasures to the staff to be sent to the exhibition stand for auction. The person with the highest auction price will receive the opportunity to meet that important person.
Yes, this is an ancient blue and white porcelain vase with exquisite craftsmanship, well preserved, a true gem.
Okay, the bidding starts now. The starting price is $10 million.
11 million.
13 million.
14 million. 500,000.
16 million. 16 million going once, 16 million going twice. Sold. Next up is the second item.
This is the Pine and Crane longevity vase. It is in absolutely perfect condition. The starting bid should be $15 million.
17 million.
20 million.
These are all such boring things. I wonder how Leo is doing. I hope the plague has been cured by now. Is he thinking of me? Oh, news from Leo. Soren and Eldoria have banded together with Nymea, intending to destroy my whole army and our people, and even planning to annex Veldor. Our army was lucky to receive your miracle elixir. Most of the soldiers have recovered. However, past starvation left us ill-equipped and outmatched. This is a critical situation now. I sincerely beg the heavens for aid. This is bad. Leo and his soldiers are in danger. I can still manage the food staples, but where can I get bulletproof vests and weapons?
It's finally our turn.
Master, this piece is from the official kiln. Please take a good look at it.
This object is antique, and its condition is good.
You see? Look, indeed an expert.
It is not from the official kiln. It is a chamber pot.
That's impossible. I spent my entire fortune on it. I bought it back from overseas for $100 million, just so I could make a splash at this auction and meet that powerful figure. Besides, even if it is a chamber pot, it was still used by the Emperor.
Actually, the Emperor never used it. It's probably just backup inventory from the palace.
No, the Emperor definitely used this. If you don't believe me, just smell it. It still smells faintly of urine.
Because it has been stored for too long, leading to a buildup of sulfur. Say no more. Next, please.
Impossible. The Emperor absolutely used this.
Oh, enough already. The expert has already said that yours is just an ordinary chamber pot. Stop making a fool of yourself on stage. Get down now.
Wait, what business is this of yours? Even if you are sitting in the VIP section, can you even produce one decent treasure?
Treasure, you say? I have plenty.
Oh, you still have the nerve to laugh at me. How dare you show your face here, flaunting nothing but a worthless piece of rock.
I think it probably came from some latrine. Get away from me, you stink.
Even though your family has declined, you can't just casually bring out a useless rock to fool people, right? That's truly pathetic.
Oh God, it smells terrible. It's completely worthless.
Now, this piece of trash rock is all you can bring out to con people, right? Where did all the arrogance your family used to have go?
If you ask me, her parents were worried to death by her.
$1 billion. I'll take this inkstone.
What, $1 billion? $1 billion. Oh my goodness, how is that possible?
Richard, who is this person? He actually bids $1 billion.
This gentleman's identity is not simple. He is a famous underground bigwig in Meridia, known as the man who can take care of anything.
That powerful? What about bulletproof vests? Can he source them?
Of course he can, but if you only want 1 or 2 pieces, he probably won't give you the time of day.
I don't need 1 or 2, I need tens of thousands.
Oh, Mr. Smith, don't let this nasty girl fool you. This isn't worth $1 billion. It's just a worthless rock found God knows where.
Oh, exactly, Mr. Smith. If you like this kind of rock, I can get you a lot of them tomorrow. $1 billion. This rock isn't worth it.
Silence! You are so irritating. Since when did I need all you losers to question my judgment? Or are you suggesting that I can't tell the genuine article from a fake? Miss Reed, I really like this stone. If $1 billion isn't enough, I can add more. However, could you let me take a look first?
Of course.
Open your eyes and look closely. This is the most premium one among the 4 famous inkstones. And you guys actually said it was worthless junk.
Fine. I'll come right now.
Sir, I can sell this inkstone to you. The price will be exactly what you offered, but I don't want the money.
You don't want the money? Then what do you want? Do you want their heads?
No. Let me show you something first.
Miss Reed, just tell me what you want, and I will get it all for you.
I heard from Richard that you have a lot of serious goods.
Your friend has some good sense. Tell me, what do you want?
I just want a few small things for self-defense, like bulletproof vests. I want a lot of them.
That's easy. I'll get it done for you within 3 days.
3 days? Can we make it faster?
This is already very fast, Miss Reed.
This is for you. Can we make it faster?
I suppose we can, but it is a bit complicated.
Understood. Add this. Can you get it done in 1 hour?
Absolutely. Miss Reed, just leave it to me. I will certainly take care of this with flying colors. 1 hour. No, half an hour. In half an hour, you can receive the goods at the designated location, and the quality will be top-notch.
Now, let's move on to the next item.
No need to continue.
Lady Scott, you've arrived.
I believe everyone seated here has heard of the president of our Aurelia Antique Fair, Lady Scott. For Lady Scott to come in person, it must be an earth-shattering marvel.
Don't think just because you got lucky and brought some rubbish that you can consider yourself superior to everyone else. Do you know who is on that stage? This is the Aurelia Antique Fair's president, who has served 5 consecutive terms, Lady Scott. Before her, there had never been a female president.
Claire, if you apologize to me right now, I'll have my nephew take you to visit Lady Scott after the exhibition. You wouldn't get this kind of fortune in 100 lifetimes.
You should keep that fortune for yourself. If just getting recognized could make someone successful, why aren't you the richest person yet?
You.
The treasure I brought to this exhibition is also an artifact left by Veldor.
Velder?
This treasure has not been eroded by the passage of time. It is a supreme masterpiece. This item is not for public auction, and you couldn't afford it anyway. I'm here today so I can enter the courtyard.
Is that really true? There are things we can't bid on.
I heard that for decades, no one has had a treasure worthy of entering Karth Pavilion's courtyard.
How can my treasure be compared to that ordinary junk from before? Today, I'll help the younger generation to broaden their horizons.
A potted plant. She brought a potted plant.
Lady Scott, you're not making fools of us younger generation, are you?
The blind cannot comprehend the light. The deaf cannot understand the music. Youngsters, open your eyes and take a good look. See what this truly is.
This potted plant has the luster of jade.
Look at this soil. The pot itself is jade.
How was this done? Such a massive piece of top-tier jade, carved with incredible craftsmanship. It is truly lifelike. It has survived 1,000 years, yet it is completely preserved.
It is.
How much is a treasure like this worth?
Can this treasure be measured by monetary value? It should be called a national treasure.
It originated from the Veldor 2,000 years ago. Veldor was rich in jade, and the artisans were exceptionally creative. Only such a combination could produce this kind of unique masterpiece.
You have some insight. This item is carved from a single piece of jade. It is not only incredibly valuable, but it also bears witness to the history of Veldor. It is no less valuable than a priceless gem.
I declare this jade potted plant to be a top-tier rarity. The starting bid is 500 billion.
500 billion?
500 billion.
500 billion. I've never seen so much money in my whole life.
Let alone you. Even those top tycoons couldn't raise this much if they liquidated their entire fortunes.
$500 billion? Its value cannot be measured even in hundreds of billions or trillions. Who here can afford to buy it? Can I enter the courtyard now?
Although this item is valuable, it is just a miniature landscape, and the jade material is merely high grade, not top tier. $500 billion is already the maximum price. As for entering the courtyard, I'm afraid this item doesn't qualify.
I thought Karth Pavilion's Crestview auction would be the biggest auction event in Aurelia. To think you're also just here to fish for fame and compliments.
Lady Scott, that is simply not true.
I thought the appraisal experts hired by Karth Pavilion were not just ordinary folks, but seeing you today proves otherwise. Today, I will show these younger generations what a priceless treasure is, and what the legendary blooming jade tree looks like.
It's blooming.
How about that? Have any of you ever seen a treasure like this? Can I enter the courtyard and meet the pavilion master?
Still no.
You! I already brought out the most prized treasure of the antique fair, and you're still refusing me?
The top prize for this exhibition was selected by the master.
Selected by the pavilion master? Well, then I'd like to see what treasure could possibly top my jade bonsai.
All right, next up is the top treasure of this exhibition, Veldor Coiled Dragon White Jade.
The Coiled Dragon White Jade? Never heard of it.
What are you doing? What's wrong? Trying to get closer to the stage to get a good look at Lady Scott? Claire, trying to curry favor with the powerful? I think you're dreaming.
Is it possible that the antique they're talking about is this piece right here in my hand?
Hey, why did you come up here? You want to apologize to me? Dream on. Get out of here immediately. Stay out of Lady Scott's sight. You're going to regret this.
Move aside. You shouldn't be blocking the way. Everyone, this is the coiled dragon white jade.
I wonder what treasure this is supposed to be. This Crestview auction really has fallen on hard times. A worthless, common, broken piece of jade. And it's the top prize at the auction? The Karth Pavilion must give everyone present an explanation. Why did this broken piece of jade in this girl's hands become the top prize of the Crestview auction? Could it be that there's some shady business between you? Or are you saying the winner of this auction was already predetermined?
Oh, is that so? Madam, I actually don't have any interest in that little courtyard. Since you want it, why don't I just give this opportunity to you? I have more important things to do, so I'll be leaving now.
You're quite pretty, girl. Are you relying on that face, little girl? Want to leave? I think you have something to hide.
Hi? I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a sharp tongue, girl. Even though I exposed you, you're not panicked at all.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I genuinely have more important things to do right now, so I'm leaving first.
Come back here. I am the president of the antique fair. I can't just be so easily defeated by some young punk like you. What? How is this possible? My jade bonsai.
The flowers really withered.
It must be you. It must be you. You were jealous of my jade bonsai. So you destroyed it.
What are you saying? I didn't even get close to your jade bonsai.
The two of you conspired together, afraid your shady dealings would be exposed, so you harmed my jade bonsai.
What's going on here?
Madam, hold on. I once heard that Velder jade artifacts have a spirit. Perhaps the change occurred when the treasures met.
That's nonsense. You're all cut from the same cloth, just trying to bully me.
Have you ever heard of a treasure destroying itself? The current situation is somewhat similar. When the coiled dragon white jade got close to the jade bonsai, the jade bonsai felt overshadowed, so its flourishing flower withered on its own.
Overshadowed? Are you saying that this worthless piece of jade scared my jade bonsai into not blooming? What a joke. A colossal joke.
Madam, every word I say is true. If you keep holding on to Miss Reed and forcing this coiled dragon white jade near the bonsai, I fear that the jade bonsai won't just wither, it might snap and shatter.
Did you hear that? Madam, if you keep preventing me from leaving, your jade bonsai might just snap and shatter.
Oh, really? Fine. You destroyed my jade bonsai, and you dare threaten me.
That girl has plenty of good things in her possession. Why don't we have her hand over those valuables? To compensate you for this jade bonsai.
Hey, what are you doing?
I may not care for your so-called treasures, but you conspired together and destroyed my treasure. I will give you a chance to redeem yourself. Leave the item here. Otherwise, you won't leave this auction house alive.
Watch your tone.
Greetings, sir.
You are the president of the Aurelia Antique Fair, yet you can't even see the profound mystery behind this. Jade naturally nurtures people because it possesses a spirit, but the gap between this jade bonsai and the coiled dragon white jade is as vast as a chasm. Forcing it near the white jade will naturally cause it to break.
Impossible. Is this naughty girl your paramour? Why are you always taking her side?
Naughty girl. How dare you? Who do you think I am? How could I ever compare to the wife of a general?
Oh my goodness, that's Mr. Davis. You know, if Lady Scott can make the city tremble by stamping her foot, the pavilion master could make it earthquake with just a breath.
Who is that girl? The general's wife? She actually made Mr. Davis kneel.
Sir, did you make a mistake? I'm not married yet. I'm not the lady you speak of.
You're joking. Our Karth Pavilion has stood for 1,000 years, just waiting for your return. You are the owner of these phoenix crown and ceremonial robes. I couldn't possibly be mistaken.
No, insane. Absolutely insane. What nonsense. You're all mad.
She's just a little country girl. Are you sure she hasn't tricked you?
How dare she try to deceive Mr. Davis? As your elder, I will teach you a lesson today.
Do you know who she is? How dare you offend her?
Fine, I understand now. You're all birds of a feather, so you were all colluding.
Colluding? Madam, please lend me the jade pendant for a moment.
Oh my god.
How is this possible?
Treasures have spirits, and naturally, there are ranks. How dare the jade bonsai compete with this white jade? It was ashamed of its inadequacy and shattered immediately.
That's impossible. This treasure was used by Veldor's princes and marquises. This.
Given your poor judgment, it's no surprise you can't tell this is an imperial artifact. Madam, my family has passed down this duty through generations for 1,000 years, just to wait for your return. Since you have returned, please follow me into the small courtyard to fulfill this millennium-old promise.
No, sir. I really don't want to go to that courtyard. Right now, I truly have more important things to do. So I will just...
Mr. Davis, I was wrong. Since she is unwilling to enter the courtyard, then let me enter instead.
You think you are worthy? Guards, throw these people out.
No.
Mr. Davis.
I dare not question your decision. As long as you're willing, you may enter the courtyard at any time.
That damned little wretch. How did she fool Mr. Davis?
That little girl must be hiding some kind of secret.
Right. Go after her.
Upgraded body armor. And here are the guns. Plus all these weapons. This is great. Hey.
Miss Reed, are you satisfied with all these weapons and defenses?
Yes, extremely satisfied.
I'm glad you are. I've also prepared more surprises for you.
Fantastic. With this, Leo is sure to win this fight. Time is short, and the task is vital. I must quickly get these things over to Leo.
Claire has such a treasure. No wonder Mr. Davis treats her with special favor.
If I snatch her treasure away, and then give it to Mr. Davis, I'm sure I'll get into that courtyard.
Then don't just stand there, grab it.
General, be careful. General, if this continues, I fear we won't be able to hold the line. The Allied forces are too strong.
Don't panic. The gods have already promised to find us divine weapons and artifacts. When we get them, our whole army will counterattack.
General, there's movement near the altar. It seems the gods have appeared, but those objects look very strange.
Is that so? Come with me to see it.
Let's go.
A sword. It can't even pierce it, and it's so light. It truly is a divine artifact.
General, look. What kind of weapon is this?
So short, and without a sharp edge. How can it be called a divine weapon?
General Hall, This divine weapon might be different from your arms. The instructions are all written in the manual.
It's a firearm. It can kill a man from 1,000 miles away. If this is not a divine weapon, then what is? John.
Yes, sir.
Send the orders out. Assemble the military camp. Starting today, I will teach them how to use these divine weapons.
Understood.
Someone! The Nymea spies have infiltrated. Kill them! Kill!
Reporting. General, we found several Nymea spies near the altar, and we have captured them all.
Is the altar damaged?
It is unharmed. Our soldiers found them just in time.
Fine, just execute them all. They will serve well as a sacrifice before battle. This time, we shift from defense to attack. We will completely wipe out the allied forces. Only thus can we be worthy of the divine weapons bestowed upon us by the gods.
Yes, General.
Move out.
Yes.
Kill.
Collect the provisions and detain the prisoners. Issue the command now. In half a day, notify all the soldiers and common people to join me in paying respects and thanking the divine for their assistance.
Madam.
Mr. Davis, can you tell me what exactly is inside this small courtyard?
Madam, you can just call me by my name. I wouldn't dare style myself Mr. Davis in your presence. Madam, there are some things that I don't know very clearly. However, the tradition passed down in the family states that once we find you and ask you to enter the courtyard wearing this outfit, you will know all the answers as well as the person you wish to see.
The person I wish to see? These clothes look so familiar, it's like they were originally mine.